Welcome back to The Right Gun. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Help me grow this channel and the community well. We're super excited to be shooting the CZ P-09 Nocturne. This is a 15-round 9mm single-action, double-action polymer framed. I'm ready to get my Hipster on, so let's dive into this pistol. I'm a fan of CZs for a lot of reasons, but in this series in particular, I'm going to go into some opinions why I think this gun is a perfect gun for a new and first-time gun buyer. First of all, single action, double action. You have the long trigger pull, you have a manual decocker, you have very good reliability and a track record of CZ. For instance, for a new and first-time gun buyer, the hammer, when reholstering in an inside the waistband holster, you can keep your finger over the hammer and feel if there's anything impinging on the trigger, pushing the trigger back while reholstering. The ergonomics are good. It's optics ready for a popular footprint. The Holosun 407Ks mount right on there with no trouble. I've done that myself. And also the price point. This will not break the bank, so you'll be able to buy a quality gun and also afford ammo to get out and train with it. Now, I have found that holsters are a little bit limited, but I think that'll come on here real quick. All right, let's do a size comparison now. So insert your joke here, but this is a Shadow Systems MR920. It is almost exactly the same dimensions as a Glock 19. So as you can see, very, very comparable to a Glock 19. The only other criticism I would have is sometimes the CZ slides can be a little bit chunky, as you see here. And we'll do a couple of magazine releases. As you can see, magazine springs right out of there. No issues there, so quick reloads, not an issue. And I'm going to get yelled at for dropping the slide in an empty chamber. Don't care, but I'm doing this to show you the decocking and the single action, double action trigger pull. Again, this single action, double action trigger pull with the decocker is a reason why I think this is a good gun for the new and first time gun buyer. If you're not used to clearing a weapon, but don't take that statement in an incorrect way. You will need to train with this weapon, but I believe the single action, double action will help those who are working on their trigger pull have a more precise trigger pull where they're not pulling their weapon to the right or left or dipping it in anticipation of the shot. One last thing I'll add as a criticism is the slide stop needs to be removed to take down and clean this pistol. That can be somewhat of a pain, but it can be overcome again with repetition, so just be aware of that. As always, enough talking. Let's get into shooting this thing. I'll be honest with you, I went back and forth on minimal recoil versus noticeable recoil. Regardless, it is not an unpleasant shooting experience. It is definitely not snappy. You know you're shooting a gun. You should know you're shooting a gun. But again, it's not unpleasant. So those who are really sensitive to recoil, I don't think you'll have a problem with this.